Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show.
Yeah, good morning. Welcome, everybody. Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to another episode of See You in the Morning. It's another Get Ready With Me edition. I got places to be this morning. I'm going to be moving around. I remember to wear clothes today, though. That's the big thing. I don't always do that. Last time I did a Get Ready With Me, it was pretty much a Get Naked With Me. Get Naked With Me. It was pretty much a Get Naked With Me episode because I was naked on the thing, and I forgot I was naked. It was a lot happening. If y'all missed that episode, I apologize to those who had to watch it. If you missed that episode, you chose the right episode to miss. If there was an episode for you to miss, it was that one. Y'all did the right thing by missing that one. Putting some oil on my head. You know I'm going somewhere special if I oil the head up. Pause. If I put oil on the head, you know. If I got to moisturize the head, you know it's a special day. Welcome to another edition of See You in the Morning. I am, of course, your host, Cletus Cassidy. See You in the Morning is my horrible idea to wake up in the morning and give y'all way too much of my personal business. Just be putting stuff out there that I probably shouldn't. Saying all kinds of things that I probably shouldn't. Just doing things that I shouldn't. And the show comes on in the 7:30 time frame, somewhere in that area. And that's where I'm at today. I'm in the 7:30 time frame. I came on time today. I know that threw a lot of people off. People ain't used to me coming on time on this show. That is not what I do. But I did it today for y'all. Let me see. I was checking something on my phone. I did it for y'all. This show can go a variety of ways. If this is your first time hearing this, you're about to experience something so cold. If you've heard this show before and you found it not robbery to come back and watch this show again, man, I appreciate you because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. And I definitely appreciate that. Now, out of all the ways that this show can go, the one way that I guarantee that I promise y'all that I'll go, is left. The left turn is always going to happen. The left turn always happens. Today's shoe. You can't really see it, but that's today's shoe. Yeah. That's a shoe for the day. It matches my shirt. But I start the show off by speaking to everybody that speaks to me. If you are kind enough to say good morning to me, I don't mind saying good morning right on back to you. And the first 3 people that speak are rewarded. They get the mythical morning medals. The mythical morning medals, the M&M's. So I'm going to get those out this morning. And let's see. Bronze this morning goes to Downtown Keith Brown, the third person to speak. Good morning, Keith. Downtown Keith Brown. Mr. Steal Your Girl, Keith Brown. It's Mr. Steal Your Girl. I think that's Trey. It's not Chris Brown. Chris Brown will slap your girl. Trey will steal him. Anyway, silver goes to TT, my niece, Tiny and Tasty. Crystal Pinnell, good morning. Crystal, how are you? And the gold this morning goes to the pride of North Carolina, the doctor herself, Courtney Weston and Murphy. Good morning, Courtney, representing North Carolina. Go ahead, raise up. Take your shirt off. Toss around your head, spinning like a helicopter. That's exactly right. Petey Pablo. Who am I? Petey Pop. Second most famous person from North Carolina is Petey Pablo. First has got to be Michael Jordan, then Petey Pablo. If you don't agree with me, You can argue with your Aunt John. Anyway, Courtney with the gold this morning. Crystal TT with the silver. Downtown Keith Brown with the bronze. Almost winning the medal is Emmy Time, Emmy Place. Michelle McKinney with the aluminum fourth. Also in the building is Dolores Lewis. Good morning. Monica. It's too hot for shoes. Well, I'm a man. So here's my thing, Monica. I think men look bad in sandals. I think anytime you put a man in sandals, you lose 97% of your manhood. Once Jesus died on the cross, men wearing sandals died too. It was a wrap. First of all, man feet ain't supposed to be pretty feet. Man, that's just a man rule. You should have been doing stuff with your life that have destroyed your feet. If you got pretty feet as a man, I'm concerned. I don't care how many pedicures you get on your feet, whatever. They shouldn't be pretty. Man feet are made to be covered. And so, and with that being said, you should always have those socks. Socks and sandals don't go together. You shouldn't be wearing socks and sandals. And then you shouldn't be wearing thong flip-flops. There's a lot of things that you shouldn't be doing that men are doing. Men in sandals. And I don't care what y'all try to come with. There's no excuse for it. There's no excuse for open-toe shoes in men. Crocs are rough enough. But there's no reason for you to have open-toe shoes as a man. There's no reason. None of, if you're not grilling, there's no need for it. And you shouldn't have them out there on the grill. That's got to be a safety hazard. OSHA should get involved. There's no reason for men to have their feet out. None. You can't give me a reason. Give me a reason. Nuh-uh, man. You don't have to ever have your feet out. Man, you don't even have to have your feet out to do the do. If you're a grown man, you are totally allowed to do it in socks. In fact, nowadays they got socks now with the grip on the bottom in case you need to stand up when handling your business. There's no need for men to have their feet out ever. First of all, because some of the most disgusting feet I've ever seen have been man foot. Man foot men always got at least one dead toenail. It's a lot going on. No. So no, men are wearing shoes. Good morning, Sharonda. How are you? Miss Bonner, how are you? I'm gonna give you a call later on today. Let's see who else. Good morning, Kim Katami. Socks create heat moisture. Not if you get a thin sock. Wear you a thin sock. Good morning, George. Keith, you old enough to like your feet out. It's something that old men want to do. Old men want their feet out. Nah, sir. As long as they second toe ain't longer. Some people are born just with that long second toe. It ain't nothing that you can do about that. Weekend recap. That's what the Mondays are about. Mondays are about. I'm going in hard today. I'm going in pause. I said I'm going in hard. Well, I guess that's the only way you can get in there. But I'm going. I got to get to the show. I got things I got to do this morning. So let's just talk weekend recap. And I put a post up on Facebook that may have been a bit controversial to some, and some people didn't understand why I put that post up or why I did what I did. So let me explain to y'all. Good morning, Bishop. And you do put a little bit. I've got wives who have come to me and said they've been putting sugar in their husband's spaghetti without them knowing. You can put a teaspoon. You can't put no spaghetti is not Kool-Aid. You ain't in there putting a whole bunch of stuff in there. Anyway, let me get some. I put something up on Facebook, and I don't think everybody understood it. So let me just as the great Negro poet Sean Carter said, allow me to reintroduce myself. Good morning, James. Good morning, Shannon. Allow me. Kanye said, allow myself to introduce myself. I'm a professional comedian. That's what I do. I travel all over the country and I comediate. And not to blow my own horn, which is a dumb phrase, because if you got a horn, you're supposed to blow it. Hey, Z, if somebody gives you a horn, you blow your horn. That's what a horn is for. You always pushing my buttons. That's what buttons are for. Why not have a button if you're not going to push it? Yes, I'm going to blow my own horn. I'm not going to go blowing other people's horns. Pause. I'm also a grown man. I'm also a grown man. I don't have to I'm not blowing anybody else's horn. Monica, you blow the whistle because you like to drop it like it's hot. And I also know what your favorite word is. I get on social media. What's up, Thomas Terrell? I get on social media, and when I'm on social media, I'm exposing myself to the world, all kinds of people, strangers, not strangers, whatever. I do have sort of an image to protect. I know I realize that I'm a public figure of sorts. Good morning, Lynette. I have to accept the good and the bad that comes with being on social media. You got to accept the good and the bad that comes with being on social media. It exposes you to the world. It lets people see you that wouldn't normally see you. You got to accept it. Now, here's what I am. Most of the time, you don't know what I literally think just from what I put on social media. I'm a master of double, triple entendre of posing questions just to simply make you think. You'll never really know what my feelings are unless you're on my inner circle. Unless you talk to me extensively, you'll never know what my true feelings are on most subjects. But I'll put something out there, and just so I like the conversation. I enjoy the banter. Listen, I was on the forensics team in school. Being that I was on the forensics team, the debate team per se, I'm able to choose a point or a counterpoint and argue that point. You can give me either side of the coin and I can argue it. And I can argue it successfully. Point, counterpoint. Either way, it doesn't matter which side. I can choose a side and be on it. If right now, politically speaking, if you told me to support Trump, I can give you 1,000 reasons to support Trump. Then I can give you 1,000 or not. I can give you 1,000 for Kamala, give you 1,000 not. That's just me. Oratorically, I'm great. I'm a cunning linguist. And I allow people to I allow the conversation to go whatever way. And for the most part, this is what's weird about me. For the most part, I'm not concerned about how people feel. The people who know me, and that's who I care about. People who don't know me, you can garner whatever opinion of me you feel is best. If you ever sit and talk to me, have a conversation with Good Morning, Natasha, and have a conversation with me, completely different than what you see on Facebook 9 out of 10 times. Oh, I can expound upon what I put on Facebook in real life differently. A lot of people get keyboard courage. Keyboard courage is a dangerous thing. A lot of y'all get behind these keyboards and y'all feel like I can say whatever I want to say. Type. Tip top. Now, realizing there's consequences and repercussions to what you say online. 9 out of 10 times. What's going on, Pastor Shy? My Roo. Don't call me Sugarfoot in public. You know I told you about my diabetes and confidence. And keyboard courage gets to you. 9 out of 10 times I see people's comments. I let them go. No matter how dumb, no matter how what. And I have had people viciously try to attack me on Facebook. And they say stuff they would never say to my face. I know one young lady, she is in relative obscurity. She has been for years trying to get people to agree with her negative opinions of me. And they just be like, nah, I'm good. And I don't fight back. Let her say whatever she want to say. Don't fight back. Let y'all know sometimes I'm just not in that mood. I just ain't in the mood for it. Sometimes I ain't in the mood for it. Sometimes some people go type something, especially if I don't have any type of relationship with you. Sometimes you're gonna go type something, and I'm gonna forget that I'm saved just for a moment. And I'm gonna type what I really feel. Sometimes I forget. I gotta remind people. These are just constant reminders. You can't just always say whatever it is you want to say to me, because when I come back, don't act like you were a victim. I had somebody do that to me this weekend. I posted a post. They came up there and called me all kinds of names. And then when I came back and called them dumb, why are you attacking me? I'm not attacking you. You came on my post, in my comments, you decided, you was like, keyboard courage, activate. You like, I'm gonna tell him about himself. Blah blah. Was cussing and everything. So then when I responded, you're an idiot. Now I'm attacking you. I'm not attacking you if I do it. Just know every now and again you can poke a bear, the bear just gonna wave it off. Every now and again, people be like, it's gonna be James Brown. Say what you want, but be ready for the big payback. When I come back and tell you about yourself, don't be upset. That's all I'm saying. Most of this comes from, now a lot of this comes from a comment that I made about Sha'Carri Richardson. Now, here's what happened. If you've been watching the Olympics, the lead up to the Olympics, Sha'Carri Richardson was the prohibitive favorite to win the 100 meters. If you're from America, we believe only Americans can run track. The Olympics bring out a level of arrogance in people that's amazing. Americans are only familiar with Americans. We feel like America is best at everything, no matter what the sport is. We be like, oh, we're gonna win that. Right now, there's people mad that we haven't won gold in every event. They don't even understand why we have any of these other events. America, we better at everything. It's not true. But nevertheless, always the more. The lead up to the Olympics, 100-meter women's race. The 100 meters is considered the fastest people on the earth. I don't agree with that per se, but we'll go with it. Good morning, Crystal Sex Appeal. But people have a feeling that only Americans are fast, only Americans can play basketball. Like this is the only feeling that they got. So the prohibitive favorite going into the 100-meter final was Sha'Carri Richardson. Now, note, Sha'Carri hadn't won. She won her prelim race. She won the very first round. Semifinal, she lost. She lost to the same young lady who beat her in the finals. She lost the semifinal. She's been losing races. She loses races. She's not indomitable. But our behavior was that she was going to win. I was at a party when it happened. I was at a basketball party for my son's basketball team. I was in the bowling alley. I'm the only person in the whole bowling alley paying attention to the TV to watch this 100-meter race. I, in my own American arrogance, expected her to win the gold medal. I thought it was going to be an redemption story of all kinds of redemption stories. I expected her to win the gold medal. I was shocked to see her lose. And not only did she lose, she lost convincingly. If you know anything about track and field, to lose by 2-3 steps, you got smoked in the 100 meters. To lose by 2 or 3 steps in the 800 was a longer race, not necessarily smoked. Not necessarily smoked in the 400. But in the 100 meters, which is a short race, that finish should be pop, pop. That finish should be spot, pop. That's where the finish should be in that 100. Because you ain't got a lot of room. The 100 meters, the 60 meters, the 55 meters, pop, pop. That girl beat her. Slowed down at the end, grabbed her name tag, could have looked back, had a cup of coffee. Sha'Carri got smoked. She got smoked. She always runs bad. She always starts bad. She always starts poorly. If you watch this sport, if you watch the car in all her races, she always starts bad. She has a poor start all the time, and she uses her top end speed. At her top end, she's usually faster than everybody else. That's what she makes up for. She met a girl that had just as good top end speed and started well. Girl smoked her. Smoked her boots. I was shocked and surprised that she smoked Sha'Carri. I was. I've had smoked ham, smoked turkey, smoked bacon. I never knew I'd have smoked Sha'Carri. It was delicious. And I put, wow, she smoked Sha'Carri. And I put at the end, wow. The wow was me being surprised. I was shocked. Smoked salmon is delicious. Didn't know anything about smoked Sha'Carri. No. If you actually go and watch her, J. Boog Spade, if you actually watch Sha'Carri, that is what her biggest downfall is. She always starts poorly. She has a horrible, she has never been good in the starting blocks. And there are a few sprinters of her magnitude that start poorly. She's always started poorly. That's her coming out the blocks. We don't know what it is about her in the blocks. She does not react to the gun well. Good morning, Kimberly. But she's so fast at her top end that it normally doesn't matter. People got in their feelings. I said they smoked Sha'Carri. Then people just started coming up with all kinds of excuses. Let me tell y'all something. Sha'Carri lost the race. She did not win. I had one young lady come and try to tell me it's still a win. It's the second is not a win. Second, you are the first loser. The Olympics, because you got to understand what the Olympics. The gold, silver, and bronze. The silver and bronze are just recognition. There's only one winner. At the end of the day, when they get on that podium, at the end of the day, you know how many national anthems they play? One. They play the national anthem for the winner. That's it. Now, everybody that makes it to the Olympics is an amazing accomplishment. If you made it to the Olympics, you are one of the top 1% of all athletes in your sport, and it is amazing that you are there. It is a heck of an accomplishment. It is a heck of an accomplishment. It is an amazing accomplishment. In fact, immediately after I posted, she smoked Sha'Carri. Wow. My very next post was, but there is no shame in silver and bronze. In fact, there's no shame in 6th place, 32nd. Billions of people in the world, and you the 32nd fastest. I'm all right with it. You the fastest one or whatever it is in your country, works for me. You fine. First of all, big backs and hypertension ain't got nothing to do with your ability to run. I've seen some fast runners, and you still lost. Andre said they shouldn't even give out silver and bronze. What you giving those out? Silver and bronze? Silver and bronze? Oh, no. What are we giving these out? Why are we recognizing losses? Silver and bronze are consolation prizes. It's a pat on the back with a medal. All I'm saying is it's a consolation prize. Don't be mad about it. Dre and Zoe had an argument about it. Zoe called me in for backup. Now listen to this. Here's what I say about that. Still be proud of yourself for making silver. Be proud of yourself for making bronze. Be proud of yourself for coming in 4th. Be proud of yourself for coming in 5th. And what I can't tell you is you didn't win. Yeah, you didn't win, but you can be recognized. Who doesn't want to be recognized for the hard work they put in? Everybody wants to be recognized. But I think that's where we run into a problem in today's society. I'm gonna go ahead and say it, and good morning to you as well. I think that's where we start to run into a problem in this society. You can be recognized for what you did, but everybody, listen, now we got this whole, you're a gold medal amongst yourself. You won your own gold. You did this. Listen, no, it was one winner. Back in the day, listen. And let me tell you what, I'll tell you this, and if you know me, and big news on that. I think we're about to nail down our second season. I think the negotiations are going very well. We'll probably end up in the second season of Churchy. But I'm gonna tell you this: if Churchy gets nominated and we don't win, I ain't gonna tell nobody, hey man, we should have got the silver for. No, there is no. Look at anything else. I'm glad you brought that up, Chanda. Ain't no other and nothing else is there silver, bronze. You got first runner up, second runner up, but nobody else gets it. No, nobody else gets it. Nobody else, nothing else. Andre made a good point. What did they get a second place team in the Super Bowl? They don't even get to go to Disney World. You lose a Super Bowl, you don't even get to go on vacation. You lose the NBA championships, they don't give you a second place. They don't give a third place. The Olympics, because it's supposed to be amateur sports, they care about people's feelings. Pro sports won't care about you. You win or you lose. You don't get an almost Grammy. I want a silver Grammy. When they had the BET Awards, when Churchill gets nominated for a BET Award, if we don't win, we don't win. If the best supporting actor come out and I lose, I lose. Am I flipping tables? Absolutely. Is it great to be nominated for it? Yes. That's why you get to go back and you get to say, I was a nominee, I was a finalist, blah, 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 blah. And if people feel like, oh, we'll recognize you for being a finalist. Yay, finalists. That's great. But the reality is you lost. And there's nothing wrong with coming in second. Nothing wrong. Now, Monica, here's the thing that we got to understand. Here's the thing that we got to understand. Just because you're being recognized, you can be recognized for what you are. You didn't win. You can still be recognized. I lost. And it's okay to take an L. L's happen. Sometimes you lose. Now, Monica, you said that nobody else took the vitriol that Sha'Carri did. Nobody cares about your conference championship ring. But you got to win your conference championship. Here's the thing. Here's what I'm going to tell y'all. I'm going to tell you off top. A lot of time in life, the energy you put out is reciprocated back to you. A lot of times when you make yourself the big bad wolf, when you say, I'm the greatest, Muhammad Ali taught what he taught, knowing that if it don't work out the way that I say it is, that other side is that backlash is going to be amazing. Whatever I pull this way, if it don't work, pow, that pushback is going to be great. Sha'Carri, and I can't not. Let me try to make sure I say this in a way that don't seem like, because everybody be like, you knocking this young lady. I'm not knocking this young lady. But when you get to a certain position where you say, I don't care what the world thinks, I'm putting myself out there on Front Street, whether it's because you're doing it for your own financial gain or you really that cocky. Like some people just have that kind of cockiness about them. Not saying that she does, but some people do. If you decide on purpose, I'm going to flaunt my hair, my nails, I'm going to keep the six-pack out. It's an amazing six-pack. Got a little junk in the trunk. All that kind of stuff. She's a midget, though. I don't really do midgets. But if you decide I'm going to keep myself in your face, I'm going to be loud, I'm going to be boisterous, understand every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So when you put it out there like that, just know when it comes back, it's going to come back the same way. Whether or not that's fair, whether or not you find that to be fair or not, that's a personal thing, but that's true. We say all the time it's too much entitlement from kids because everybody gets a trophy. Now, as adults in sports, everyone gets a trophy. In the Olympics. No, that's what I said. And when I said on my post, when you decide that you want to come and say something, I take it all the time. I can deal with when people come and say something. If you come say something to me, just know if you come and say something out of the way, I'm going to come back with a different vitriol. I'm going to come back with a different vitriol. Now, here's another one that I think is, here's another thing that I love y'all. Mo, you know I love you like a cousin because you are. People always say something. I've been seeing a lot of people be like, well, you can't be critical because you can't do it. That is false. That is false. Nope, don't worry, you're not a winner. I mean, you can believe it. I can't knock a person's belief system, but you ain't win. The winner won. You placed, but you ain't win. If you work hard enough, you're not. You know who won? The person that beat you. That's who the winner is. That's what it is. I hate when people say stuff like, well, you can't do it, so you had no place to criticize. Yes, you do. If I can't, I can critique. Just because I can't do it don't mean I can't critique. We critique things that we can't do all the time. I am not a 5-star chef, but I know when food is bad. I know when food is bad. We can look at it and see that it's bad. There's a lot of stuff that I can't do. Listen, I can't play basketball at an NBA level. I can't. My NBA says not bouncing anymore. That's the only level that I can play at. I cannot play at the NBA level. But I can look out there and tell you are doing a bad job at what you're doing. I can't play it. I can't even tell him again, James. I'm not a mechanic, but I know your car ain't running right. I know that tire ain't up there. I know it's wobbling. You can't tell me I can't critique if the mechanic puts that tire on wrong. You can't tell me, well, you can't critique them because you don't know how to do it. Yes, I can. Simone gets unfair. I don't know why they don't like Simone Biles. Simone's just been the epitome of greatness. But once you make it to the top of the heap, heavy is the head that wears the crown. Everybody gonna hate the king. You get to the top, people gonna hate you. It's gonna be a lot of people that love you. It's gonna be a lot of people that hate you. That's what happens when you make it to the top. That's part of it. If you don't want that undue hate. So success took a shot at you. What are you gonna do now? You gonna become unsuccessful? Listen, you could be successful and have enemies, or you could be unsuccessful and have friends. That's it. And there's the only two things you're gonna have. That the movie, listen, that is one of the most profound lines out of that movie. So success took a shot at you. What are you gonna do now? You gonna be unsuccessful? The man asked him, Frank, you can be successful and have enemies, or you can be unsuccessful and have friends. And the choice is yours. The amount of the number of people that have never had a conversation with me, have never talked to me ever in life, couldn't contact me if they tried, and can't stand me. Ridiculous. I'm talking about all-time levels of ridiculous. I got a young man. I got a young man out here. He throw salt on my name so terrible. I ain't come back. I ain't lash back at him. In the comedy game, you run into cats that don't like you for no reason. They ain't never met you. Oh yeah, I can't stand that Negro. But why? It happens. Happens to everybody. So I applaud Sha'Carri for second place. But she ain't win though. So you ain't win if you win second. You can be recognized, but you didn't win. You did not win. You were the first one to lose. You made a valiant effort. We can applaud your effort, but you ain't win. People be coming up with all kinds of stuff. I think just getting a medal is a win. It's not. It's a recognition. It's a success. And you have succeeded over many other people. But you lost. And it happens. Now they out there spreading misinformation. And this is why people don't like Americans. And this is why black people, we make some. It's impressive. Listen, a bronze medalist is impressive, but they ain't win. Here's the fact. You be like, oh, you won the 100? No, I mean, I came in third. Oh, well, that's impressive. That's what you end up saying. You ain't be like, oh, you won? Oh, no. I lost, but I came close. Oh, that's impressive. You pat somebody on the back for that. Now they put misinformation out there. Let me tell y'all this before y'all start spreading this whole. Definitely a success. And more than one thing can be true. You can have been successful and you can still lose. Before y'all go and share this misinformation about she only lost because they didn't let her warm up, Not true. Go and look at what actually happened. Shelly Ann Frazier actually got hurt during her warm-ups. Shelly Ann Frazier, Sha'Carri Richardson, because of their level of fame, and sometimes you put yourself in a position because of their level of fame, because of their level of notoriety, because they got a little bit more money than a lot of the other people. They didn't stay in the Olympic Village. They made their own arrangements. We're going to stay out here. We ain't riding a team bus. We better than them. That was the aura. That was the persona you put out there. We better than them. We ride on our own. We do what we want to do. Okay, cool. They got to the facility to go run. They wanted to take the short way to the training. They're like, apparently something happened, maybe outside of their control. This is what you got to think of. When you got millions of people in one place, sometimes you're going to have to change some security measures. So what happens today might not happen tomorrow. What happens today might not happen tomorrow. So they might have had an issue yesterday. You never know what the issue might have been. Somebody might have snuck in. Somebody might have brought Pookie and them through there. We got to control everything through one entrance now. You didn't know that. You weren't aware of it because you didn't ride on the team, but everybody that rode with the team got that information. All the teams knew it. You didn't know it because you ride individual because you're doing your own thing. Okay? They both show up before the semifinals. They want to warm up. They show up to the wrong gate. They're told they had to go to another entrance. Now, people have been coming up with all kinds of stuff. They were like, the entrance was a mile away and it took them an hour to walk it. Let me tell y'all something. If it took two Olympically trained athletes an hour to walk a mile, ridiculous. I am in nowhere near Olympic shape. Nowhere near it. Nowhere near Olympic shape. I walked my mile in 18 minutes. Nowhere near it. I would be moving at an incredulously slow pace if it took me an hour to walk a mile. But neither here nor there, that was prior to the semifinal race. It had nothing to do with the finals. Sha'Carri ran the semifinal. She ran in the semifinal. She didn't win the semifinal. Then hours later, ran in the final. Them being locked outside the gate had nothing to do with it. Then they were like, it was racism. How? A black woman still won the race. Matter of fact, bronze, silver, bronze, gold, all black people. If the French were doing that, they would have locked all the black people out. Like, we just be yelling out racism and stuff that ain't got nothing to do with racism. They were just trying to make sure she ain't win. Really? She lost the race. The young lady who was running, she's been running very well the entire time. She's been doing great. Why can't you just let us have our racism? Because some of it just ain't. Sometimes it ain't. I see people all the time. That was my last critique. I got somewhere to be in a few minutes. I just know sometimes we just be going too far with stuff, and it's annoying. We gotta cut it out. We be doing too much. Like now, anybody out there, I was gonna say this for my whole political talk. But people out there now, we try to scare people into stuff. You try to make people feel bad about everything. Everybody doesn't have to agree with the popular opinion. They just don't. Oftentimes, I hate the popular opinion. I see people all the time be like, if you're not voting, that's a vote for Trump. How is that a vote? It's not. It's not a vote for Trump. That's the worst scare. I hate that scare tactic. I hate when people say that. You know, a no vote is a vote for Trump. How? Explain that to me. Explain that to me. If you only got two choices, battery acid and bleach, and I'm like, no, neither one. That's not an automatic choice for bleach. It's not an automatic choice for battery acid. It's a choice for neither one. I don't want either. Now, if everybody else will choose battery acid, that's on them. The popular vote is just that. Those who vote. They do it on both sides. People on Trump's side be like, if you don't vote for Trump, that's a vote for Harris. How? There's neither one. If you don't vote, you don't vote. You don't. Here's why it's not a vote for the other person. Because you can't guarantee that everybody that didn't vote would have voted for Trump. You can't guarantee that everybody that didn't vote would have voted for Harris. If you got 100 people, you got 100 people. 98 vote. 50 vote for Trump, 48 vote for Harris. You can't tell me, well, those other two are just as good as being a vote for the... No, it's not. The other two are just not votes. Because you have no idea whether those other two would have voted for Trump or voted for Harris. They could have went either way. A no vote is a no vote. He just didn't vote. My other favorite line, if you don't vote, then don't complain. What do you mean? Of course I can complain. It's my right to complain. People complain all the time. My third thing that made me mad about this whole thing, people be like, well, if you don't like Kamala's you don't like Kamala's resume, let me see your resume. I'm not running for president. That can go either way. I can't be president, but Kamala can't beat me on these stages. There's things that I can do that she can't do, things that she can do that I can't do. I could be standing up, and it'll go that way. She can be standing up too, but it's just going to go to the ground. Everybody's not qualified for everything. That doesn't mean that I can't critique the person that wants to do what I'm doing or I'm not doing. Some say I'm actually Asian. I might be. Listen, if you don't know that blackness has been used in elections hundreds of times, and what in the Rachel Dolezal are you talking about? Ain't that one of her name, Rachel Dolezal, Dazzle? People always do that. People do that all the time. People use blackness to get the black vote. I'm blacker than you blacker. No, they did it. If y'all recall, when Bill Clinton was running, they were like, Bill Clinton played the saxophone. He's pretty much black. Vote for him, black people. I'm like, Bill Clinton ain't nowhere near black. I mean, from Arkansas, white. He's white. That's a white. That is a white. As they said on that movie, I like. That man was white as butter. They try to tell us Bill Clinton. No, they have used that to manipulate the vote of black people all the time. Now, Juan, you're going too far with this Trump 2024. But that's your right. And here's my thing. I don't think less of you as a person because you're a Republican. And I'm going to tell you why I don't think less of you, Juan. Because you've always been able to well articulate why you are a Republican. You've always been able to well articulate, I believe in this. Economically, I believe in this. Doesn't make you a bad person. Doesn't make you a good person. But, it's crazy that you are named Juan and support. You are the only Juan in the world that supports Trump. The only Juan. You are the only one. Juan's not a bad person. I know him. Listen, I'm going to tell you how far I know him. This is why I try to tell people, you got to know people, you don't know people. I know him as Pootie. That's Pootie. You ask me who that is, somebody be like, who is Juan? I'd be like, Pootie? That's Pootie. Now, as a grown man, you shouldn't be going around telling people your name is Pootie. That is wrong in every sense of the word. But that's Pootie, in my opinion. And I don't even know how you got that name, but you shouldn't have it. And the fact that we were okay calling you that growing up makes me feel bad too. But not a bad person. Just makes bad political decisions, but not a bad person. That's all I'm saying. I got to work. I got to get out of here, man. I got to go. I should have been gone a few minutes ago. The word of the day is capricious. Capricious. Not Capri Suns. Capricious. Some of y'all say Capri Suns like capricious. A lot of y'all ain't never learned how to formulate your words. You be like, let me get one of the capricious. Capricious. But capricious is a formal word that describes something or someone governed or categorized by impulsivity or unpredictability. The employees were at the mercy of a capricious manager who always seemed to impose deadlines at the last minute. Impulsive, unpredictable. That's me. Capricious classity. Capricious classity. That's me. We were okay calling that man Pootie growing up. And Pootie, you ran track. Pootie, you ran track, Pootie. You know that girl smoked Shikari. In that 100, that's a smoking. You got smoke, you got to beat that bad in the 100. I ran track, and I know Pootie ran track because I ran track against Pootie. That's all. That's how I know. 2 minute syllable. Man, today is Monday, man. Make today magical, another magical, majestical Monday. We always worry about mastering Monday. Why? Because if we can master Monday, the rest of the week knows that it stands no chance against us. You stands no chance. The rest of the week knows. Once we get in here and we set a pattern, we establish on Monday, this is going to be an amazing week and an amazing Monday. Get out there and make Monday amazing. Get out there and make Monday amazing. You can do it. I got faith in you. I believe in you. And the rest of the week will be great. Make somebody feel good today, even if that somebody just happens to be yourself. Hey, today's our first day. Today is my first day. We are of acknowledging, man. By Friday, we want to be able to get, let's see, at least 50 cases of water for the Norfolk State Spartan Legion and Norfolk, and Norfolk, and 50 cases of water for the Sound of Class Marching Band at Elizabeth City State University, Virginia and North Carolina. Come on and raise up. If you want to donate, it's got to be Aquafina water. I'm going to collect it all on Friday. So get your mind together. Aquafina water for both Norfolk State and Elizabeth City State University. We're getting cases of Aquafina. We want to get at least 50 cases to both of those groups. So if you got a group of people that you want to get involved in and y'all want to donate some cases, that'll be great. I want to make sure I get those cases of water to both of those bands. 50 cases to both bands is what I'm going for. 50 cases to both bands. And I'm sure we can get it done. I'm sure we can get it done. What up, Ace Brown? Ace Brown, one of the comedians I told y'all that don't like me, Ace Brown, right here. He tuned in. Yep, if you want to cash at me, my cash app is right there, Cletus Comedy. Anybody can cash at me. Just put up there, Faux Water. Faux Water. Just right there. My Cletus Comedy is my cash app. Put in there, Faux Water. And as y'all know, like when we donated water last time, I documented it. So you can either get the water or you can just donate it to me. Cletus Comedy is the cash app. We're getting Aquafina. 50 cases for the Norfolk State Spartan Legion. 50 cases for the Sound of Class. What up? Larry Hales. No, Ace is my Ace. That dude's a good guy. Just like I don't hold Juan being a Republican against him, I don't hold Ace being a Kansas City Chiefs fan against him. He's a great guy. Horrible football team choice. Horrible. And as y'all know, it's about that time where I start talking bad about the Cowboys. So you just go ahead and prepare yourself for that. That's on the way. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Remember, make somebody feel good today, even if that somebody just happens to be you. We're going to get this thing done. I believe in it. Love y'all. We don't rise. I'll be back tomorrow to be a little bit better than I was today. I'm out. Peace.
Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Cletus Cassidy Show. Already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again.